What is up, guys? Today we are talking about this, the Revolut card, right? It's a very cool card. I've actually had my hands on these for a few years now. I visited the place in London where they are based. I know a guy that works there too, which is very nice to know. And it sounds like there's going to be an exciting future with Revolut. Now, we just actually went on a trip, myself and my fiance, for 3 months, 2.5 months. We just got back. And the whole time we used the Revolut card. Now, we ended up upgrading to the black card about halfway through, and it's probably the best thing we've done, especially considering we are primarily from New Zealand. My fiance is actually a resident of the UK, so she was able to get a card, because she has a bank account and a phone number. It's not out in New Zealand yet. So she got a lot of perks, that's for sure. Luckily for me to be able to use the card, you can have up to 3 cards per account, which is really cool. So we just had one each. And I just directly transferred money with TransferWise straight into the Revolut bank, which ended up saving us, tons and tons in fees and withdrawal fees as well. So that's the coolest thing. First of all, why would you want Revolut? Pretty much what it does is it will transfer money into the local currency to give you the lowest fees possible. It gives you a certain amount of money depending on what stage you're at, what package you're using, free to take out through the ATMs during the month. So like if you have this baseline card, which is I think $0 per month, you can take out up to £200 for free without having to pay any fees. But if you have the black card, I think you can have something like £600 per month without paying any ATM fees. So there's a massive difference right there. Depending on what you need is what you want though. I think a few other perks of it, I'll actually jump on the website now to show you. To get to this also, I've left a link at the bottom of this video, and you can also get your free card there, which is really cool. So here on this page, if you look, the standard one is free. You actually get a free Euro IBAN, which is really good if you live overseas or you're visiting overseas for a long time. We were just in Portugal for 2 months, and to get into one of the gyms, we needed an IBAN number. Lucky Revolut had an IBAN, and we were able to use it like that. But pretty much, as you can see, free withdrawals up to £200, $0 a month, but as you see, when you go to the premium in the middle, the free ATM withdrawal goes up. Plus, if you pay for your monthly subscription, you also get overseas medical insurance. And if you get the black card, you also get a free airport lounge access, which is really cool because, some of those are up to like $80 or something like that, which is crazy. And you also get, full-time support in the app, so you don't have to worry about anything. Plus, you also get travel insurance, which is really cool. So that's pretty much it. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to jump in the back of my phone app, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. There will probably be a few bits blanked out, and that's just to keep the safety of my girlfriend's information. All right, so I'll pull it up now, and I'll show you what it's all about. Okay, so this is the back end. I've just logged in our account. We don't have much money in there now because we're back in Bali. We're not traveling for a little while. And as you can see, we've got 3 main accounts in this particular one. We've got the British pound account, we've got the euro account, and the New Zealand dollar account, which is really cool, really handy. And this is the back end. Now you'll see we've got a little perk meter. I'm not sure what perk we're going to get next, but they sort of are pretty random, which is really cool though. Pretty much the more you use the card, the more perks you will get, which is very fun. So as you can see here, there's add money, exchange, and details. Exchange means you can change them between your accounts. If you put £100 in, you could turn it into euros, and then you won't have to pay any fees from pounds to euros, that sort of stuff. It's really cool. And vice versa for New Zealand dollars. I don't think it's out in the USA yet. It's going to be out in a few months. So if you're probably watching this replay, it's probably already out, which is really cool too. What I particularly like about Revolut, right, is the tabs at the bottom. So you can see accounts, analytics, payments, and dashboard. If you click on analytics, it's actually going to show you what you've been spending over the last couple of months. It's going to show you by country, category, and merchant, which is really cool. So as you can see, We spent the most amount of money in the United States. We spent a bunch in the UK and all these other places too, which is cool. If I go by merchant, we spent £358 at a hotel. And if I go by category, it's got travel, restaurants, and shopping. So obviously, we've got a bit of a food problem and shopping problem. So that's pretty standard, I think, between most people. But it's just cool to know. And you can actually swipe through here through the different months, and we weren't traveling in April. We started in May, so there's £1,943, 2,183, and then 1,533, and then in total it's over 7k in pounds. So it's a little bit of money we had on our holiday. It was good, but it's good to have these sort of tabs here so you can keep tabs on what you've been doing, what you've been spending, what category. I think category is the most important one. Looks like we took out a ton of cash, which is interesting. Right, now if we go to payments, I've probably blacked out some of the screen here. Below that, you can see all your friends on your contact list that have Revolut. And if you needed to send them money for any particular thing, it's super easy to send money. As you can see at the top here, we've got like a payment link. Sorry, that's for request. If you're sending money, it could be bank transfer, payment link, schedule payments, or near me. So if your friend's sitting next to you, you can click near me. It's going to show you who's around you. And you can also request money, right? So if you go out for dinner, you and your friends, you end up paying for the whole bill. They don't let you split it there. What you can do is you can go on the bill and you can press split bill, and it's going to send your friends on your contacts, whoever you choose, the split payment, which is really cool. It's really handy for an in-app card, if you know what I mean. And then the last one here is dashboard. As you can see, we are on the Metal plan, which is really cool. And we've got 3 cards. I'm not going to tap on it. It's got all the cards there. But you can actually activate and deactivate your cards right there and then. So if I lost a card, say one night, and I realized it, I could just freeze that card. It's completely gone. And if I have lost it and I did order another one, I can just delete that card. And if I've got another one handy, I can just literally chuck in the numbers and it's live right there and then. Super, super handy. So you can have up to 3 cards, which is really handy. I just have one of the cards on my girlfriend's account, which is very cool. And as you can see down here, there's a few other things you can use. We have cryptocurrencies, we've got our perks, and we also have a concierge service. So, if something happens, I can instantly chat to support and see what's going on, that sort of thing. We've also got travel insurance, medical insurance, and there's also the lounge access, which is probably the coolest part of it for me. I love going to airport lounges. Like airport travel for me, air travel is pretty annoying. You got to go there 2 hours early. So I like to relax. And if you don't have priority pass, this is a great alternative. So that's pretty much the app, guys. It's super easy to use. Support is there if you need it. And you don't have to have the Metal plan to get majority of this. The free plan will give you a bunch of great stuff. If you haven't got Revolut yet and you're thinking about it, make sure you go below this video. There is a link and that will give you a free card. But yeah, so I'll just shut this phone, turn this off. And yeah, so that's pretty much Revolut, guys. It's one of the coolest things around. They have got big plans, like I mentioned earlier. They're going to be launching hopefully in New Zealand mid next year, launching in the US very soon. And I mean, for a card that doesn't cost anything to get your hands on, and you get free withdrawals like for a certain amount per month, I think it's the best thing. If I was you guys, if you're living in the UK and you don't have a credit card, especially if you don't have a credit card, I would recommend getting the black card. It is, I think, £13 per month, so it is a little bit. If it's America, I think it was something like $18 a month or something like that. But you do get free medical insurance, free travel insurance, plus you get up to 800 US out through ATMs for free per month, which is really cool. Plus you can go in the airport lounge. I forgot to mention one thing, cashback. So in the Metal card, you actually get 1% cashback on all purchases, right? So I think we spent £7,000 and out of it we got 70 back, which is like 140 Kiwi. I mean, that is insane in itself. I should have mentioned it earlier. It's extremely important. That's my Revolut review video. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, click the subscribe button and hit the little bell for all notifications that I put out of new videos. That's pretty much it. I highly recommend the black one, the Metal card, and I will see you guys on the next video.